Hey y'all, we're just going to jump right in today. We're not going to do chapstick because we have stuff on our lips already. I'm trying to line up the packaging. This was gifted to me. Pat McGrath Bridgerton. I cannot read what the other writing says. But if you've been around, this is not new at all. This is her Bridgerton blush thingy. And the complaint that most people had was, this is bulky as hell. Like, I don't... And I'm already kind of like, where am I going to sit this thing? This is not Victorian times. I'm not fancy, even though I'm told I'm bougie, and I am a bougie troll at times. Like, I'm not this kind of bougie. Like, does this look like me? So anyway, I did also hear, though, that the formula was really pretty. I'm going to hold it upside down because of how they have, the names are here. But if you, so if you flip it, that's what it is. So this is Champagne Venus. This is a highlighter. This is Aphrodisia, which makes this one Budding Romance, and this one Berry Brilliant. So that is what this looks like. I just wish it was in different packaging because it's obnoxious. So we have lethal brushes, 2 blush brushes, and a highlighter brush. And so we are going to we're going to do our highlighter first, actually, because we're going to use the same brush and I don't want to cross-contaminate with the different blush shades. I do like how this is a heart. I don't know why these aren't, like, I don't know why it's not consistent. And it is marbled, as you see. And I'm told this is a really good blush formula and that they were hoping when she came out with blushes after this that it was going to be this formula, but it wasn't. It was back to her regular formula. I think this is a good shade for me because it's golden. And I don't want to be seen from space. I don't want to be picked up by aliens. And so I think from what I could see, I am digging it. It is showing up. You let me know, because this way I can't see. But from what I can see when I'm this way, it does look like it's there. I think I need a different highlighter brush because it seems like it doesn't want to pick up. And this is a very loose brush. I can see it though. I can see it more on this side. I think it might, I don't know, the angle I'm sitting. But I am seeing it. I'm going to pick up a different brush. This is the Fenty highlighter brush. And we're going to, oh, whew. Yeah, this picked up different because it's like in the air. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, so that was that brush. It is like, and I think whatever they use to do the marbling is flaking off when I use this brush for it. Okay, so if you want a light wash, I don't like this because it looks dusty. There's like a grayish type cast. I liked it the first time. So if you want to pack it on, if you want this type of shine, use a dense brush. If you want just a sheer glow, use like a flimsy brush, a softer brush, a more flexible brush. This to me I don't like because I see like a gray dusty strip here and I even see like a strip here. So if I use this again, which I'm sure I will just use a thin, less densely packed brush because I don't like that. Yeah, I can see the outline of the gray. It's not horrible though, like once you turn, yeah, this isn't my undertone. I'm not even going to fake it. We're going to take this shade here. Oh, this is, I don't know if you can see it puffing up, but excuse me. And we're going to put this here. Yeah, these are pigmented, I guess. Dusty. But it is pigmented though. You see how this is showing up. So I think just patting instead of swiping, because when I swipe, it's just, This is not really my shade, and it's too light for me, for my liking. It's a pretty shade. And so what I'll do later in this video is I'll top it with something else. I don't even know if I like how those go together. And maybe that's why people usually put highlighter first, because then it overlaps the top edge of the blush. Yeah, first impressions. Now we're going to take this one here. Oh, this is dusty. That I don't know if I like, because if I inhale at the wrong moment, it's going to be in my nose. If my mouth is open, it's going to be on my mouth. You know what it's like when you put on, and it's already messing the palette up as far as the dust. It's like using a loose powder. If your mouth is open, it's like... or if you're using, or if you inhale and it's just... I like this one better because it's a deeper tone than this. This is just too pinky for me. This one I would wear. And again, that's this one here. So we're just tapping. I got to get used to it being powdery. I like her regular blushes better. And so, as with most new products, it may be a learning curve to it, and there's a learning curve to it. So I know now not to swipe. I don't know about this. I don't know. We're gonna take, I need a smaller brush, sorry for smacking. I'm gonna take this brush. I was trying to find one comparable to this one, and I don't have one comparable to this one actually. So we're going to take this one and we're going to just press and wiggle. Oh, this is pigmented, and we're going to top this. That's what we're going to do. This shade I like. This I like. That's it. This pigmented. Okay, let me grab another brush. We're taking this one and we're going back into this, and we're just going to press and wiggle, and we're just going to try and tone it down. This reminds me of one of her other blushes. I don't know which one it is, but mixing it together reminds me of something else. That is pigmented. I really need to think about this. So my first impressions are the tones are not quite me. Just for giggles, we're going to press and wiggle. That was the wrong brush. Let me put that down. We're going to press and wiggle just so you can see the tone of it. And we're going to put that here. That's interesting. You know what? I was going to say it looks lighter than here. It was darker, but then we did put it on top of something else. But yes, it is buildable. I am seeing that. Wow. It is buildable, because now it does look like that. And I look like a troll clown. First impressions, I agree the packaging is obnoxious, it's bulky, and it's like, how do you store something like this? Like, this would be something that I think an older person would have. Like, this whole situation is like something I see on like 80-year-old or 90-year-old women's vanity, because it looks like a makeup case type thing, where they put, you know, their rings in it or jewelry or something like that. But for this just to be blush, and it's a lot of wasted space, a lot of wasted packaging too, if you're into being more conservative with waste. If this would have been, I think, a 4-pan, like even if it was just a rectangular 4-pan, I think this would have been better. And I'm saying that because of the shapes of the blushes and the highlighter. So I don't think it would look well in a square 4-pan, but like a rectangular 4-pan, I think this would have been better. And I know some of it with marketing and packaging is the vibe of the Bridgerton show, which I never watched because it's just not something I would watch. But This is looking real clownish. Sorry if I'm distracting you. So I am glad to have been gifted this from a wonderful friend of mine, and I am happy for the experience. This I would probably do. This I would do very lightly. Even layering it, oh, when you layer it, it does look like this. A little more pinky than this, but yeah. So I would use this again until storing it gets on my nerves because it's so bulky. But yeah, I definitely would use this. This with the highlighter looks okay to me once I blended it in. And so I know to do the blush first and then do the highlight, because that looked better. Because just the highlight first, it was looking ashy, dusty, a little gray cast. But the shades are nice, hella powdery. The press and wiggle did work a lot better than swiping because it was just everywhere. And the palette is dusty inside now. And so that's going to kind of be it. I'm going to figure out which of 2 of her blushes I have. I know it's not Desert Orchid that looks like any of these, and I only have 2 other ones. And actually, let me just do that really quick. I'm gonna grab 2 brushes really quick, and I'm gonna grab similar brushes. So we're gonna take these 2, which I use these for highlighters, but her blushes are really pigmented. This is, and I did pick up Desert Orchid by mistake. So we're gonna take the first one. This is Paradise Venus. I don't think it's either one of these. I'm just trying to see if there's similarities. And this one is Love Struck. But now I gotta swatch this one again because I layered it. So we're gonna press and wiggle. That does work a lot better, but then I don't want to mess up the bristles on the brush. So we're gonna put that here. I should have did a sponge tip on my forehead, but then that would be way too intense, and that's not a way I would ever apply a blush. So this is a good mix. This and then layering with that to get that, I do like. So now that we have all 3 shades, we're going to, I don't know what this looks like, but we're going to see. So this again is Love Struck, and so we're going to swipe, and it's not powdery. But then this is a highlighter brush. And we're going to put that there. Is that? That's interesting. So this layered with this looks like that. And this is buildable as well. Yeah. So this, am I holding it the right way? Yeah. This one layered with that looks like this, which is Love Struck. So if you have Love Struck, I'm not even gonna say don't get the Bridgerton blush palette because honestly I don't even know if it's still available. So that this may not even matter. And I do not think this is that. This is Paradise Venus because this is a deeper shade. Yeah, that is not that at all. Not in the least. So Paradise Venus is all by itself. And this is a beautiful shade too. Okay, so that will be it for this video. Kind of sucks that when you layer, you can get a shade that you may already have. It may not suck if you don't have that shade. If you happen to see this somewhere at a discount retail store or on Mercari or Poshmark or wherever, and you're considering getting it, or you've seen it and you're wondering about getting it, now you know how it looks on tan skin. And so thank you for enduring my clownishness. It was so much fun. And yeah, it was an experience, as using Pat McGrath products usually are. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna babble too long. And I say now, after this video is like over 10 minutes, I'm gonna go. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts on this, the packaging, and the colors. And if you have it, let me know if this inspired you to pull it out and use it again, because a lot of times things are hyped up, we buy it and it's like, oh, this is great, it's fantastic, and then we don't touch it for 6 months. So if you do have it, let me know your thoughts on it. If you had it and didn't keep it, or it's just too bulky for storage or whatever, just let me know what your thoughts are down below, and feel free to discuss amongst each other. It is a discussion, and it's not breaking any etiquette to comment to somebody else's comment. And you know, we're a nation here. This is the Crazy Troll Nation, and so we all get along here. There's room for everybody. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you for being here, and you will see me soon.